Guys, so a very popular topic today. So question is, you look leaner, so you take pictures, you look in the mirror and you look leaner. You're on a diet, and you look leaner, but you haven't lost any weight or any inches. So what does this mean? Should you continue with your diet? Should you change your calories? What the fuck's going on? So let me explain. So there could be a lot of factors to what's going on. So sometimes the body is weird. And I know that sounds funny, but the body is weird. Sometimes it's weird, and a lot of times you lose the fat. You lose the fat from the fat cells, and then those fat cells get immediately restored with water weight. Because of that, you don't lose any weight, you don't lose any inches, but you do look leaner because your fat cells, they have reduced in fat, but they regained it in water. So in that case, you should continue dieting, because after about a week or two, though, eventually those fat cells are gonna also drop the water weight, which is gonna make you drop weight in inches rapidly because it's been stored for a long time. So you might look leaner, but you don't lose any weight or lose any inches because there's still water stored in the fat cells, and eventually it will flush out. It's just a matter of time. So that's called that's called like fat cell water effect. It's basically that. The fat cells fill up with water immediately after they get rid of the fat, and you don't see anything on the scale or on the tape measure, but you do look leaner. And you just have to wait, you have to be patient. Fat loss is not just being fast, it's also about patience. So you have to be patient. Wait a couple days, a couple weeks, and boom, the fat cells are gonna flush out the water and you're gonna lose a lot of weight. So that's one scenario. The other scenario is your body also you can't say where your body's gonna lose fat or weight. So you might lose fat on your ankles, you might lose fat on your feet, on your hands, on your face, and you notice that in the mirror, but it doesn't show on the inches, especially if you're just measuring your stomach. It doesn't show on the scale that much because there's not a lot of weight, but you do notice it in the mirror and the pictures. So that's why pictures and like looking at yourself in the mirror is so important than just like stepping on a scale, because there's a lot of different processes in the body. You weigh differently at different times in the day depending on what you ate. If you ate more carbs or more sodium, you're gonna weigh more. If you drank less water, you're gonna weigh more. If you drink more water, you're gonna weigh less. If you take creatine, you're gonna weigh more. It's the weight on the scale and the tape measure. It's dependent on the circumstances. Like you can tape measure. You can measure your stomach. It could be bigger because you also are bloated. If you took a lot of carbs, if you took in a lot of sodium, you're gonna be bloated. If you haven't gone to the bathroom in a couple days, you're gonna be bloated, so your stomach is gonna be more full. So the tape measure is gonna show a wrong reading. And because of that, you should also look at yourself in the mirror. You should take pictures. And the most important part is you should be patient. Like I said, your body could also lose fat internally, because there's also fat stored around your organs. Around all your organs, there's a little bit of body fat. And a lot of times that body fat is lost before the body fat on the outside. So you might be losing that body fat. That's why you look leaner, because there's less space, but it's not that much weight, so you don't notice it immediately on the scale. And because all of the circumstances I just mentioned, you know, the sodium, the carbs, all of that, you might not notice it right away, especially if you're like weighing yourself every single day. You might not notice it right away. That's why you should weigh yourself and measure yourself once a week. And even that, you know, if you see progress in the mirror and you look leaner, my advice is to just be patient, wait another week or two, stick to the same diet, and monitor your progress for another week or two. And if you don't lose any weight, then you should cut your calories, increase your cardio a little bit, and monitor your progress after that. But first, before you do that, before you do any changes, be patient. Be patient, wait, because fat loss is about being patient. So wait, because your body is weird. It goes through a lot of different processes. Trust me, I've been through all that bullshit. And just be patient, wait another week or two. Because if you just constantly change shit up, you're gonna fuck up your diet phase, and you can't get back to that easily. Because when you get at the end of your diet phase, you're done. You have to do a reverse diet, and that's gonna take weeks to start the diet again. So don't fuck it up. I fucked it up multiple times. That's why I know what I'm talking about. So just be patient for another couple weeks. You know, stick to the same diet, same training, and monitor your progress. You know, check out your log if you're eating right, if you're eating the amount of calories you're saying. Check if your weight training routine is good. If everything's good, just be patient, stick to it to another week or two, and monitor your progress. If it's still not working, then of course you should change it up. And most likely, in most cases, if you're in a calorie deficit and you look leaner, you've lost fat. It just hasn't shown on the scale yet, but it will. And I know that doesn't make sense, but the body is weird. Like I said, trust me, every guy who's been through a dieting phase multiple times knows that the body is weird. So yeah, a lot of weird shit happens, and you just have to keep going. So just be patient, and in most cases, you're gonna drop the weight in those couple weeks that you just stay patient. So just do that. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you out. Definitely like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Peace out.